thank you for making the effort to be here this morning. This is indeed a special occasion, and we sincerely appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here to take part in this. I would like to thank the various city officials in attendance today, including our mayor, city commissioners, our city manager and his assistants. I also say thank you to the department heads and their directors and their assistants who helped as well. Additionally, a special thank you to Allison Green, who did an incredible job of helping us put this together. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Jim Scholl, our city manager.
Well, Chief Fragan, thank you for the kind introduction here. And the reason I get to go first is I have to leave, unfortunately, but this is too important an occasion not to come to. You know, this is the culmination of years of work. But Mr. Mayor, good to have you here, commissioners, and a special welcome to Commissioner Wardlow here in the front row, who used to be the fire chief. You know, it's a pretty important team. And also a special welcome to Linda Fragan here. Got to have support to get this stuff done. All right, so division chiefs that are out there, our shift commanders, the captains, the entire department. I can't say how proud I am of this team for achieving this accomplishment. Class 1 rating, that ISO standardization process is almost unheard of. There just aren't many ISO Class 1 fire departments in the state of Florida or in the entire country. So this achievement is a culmination of years of work. This isn't something you just go fill out a piece of paper and turn in and somebody comes down and walks through and says, yeah, we like it, and you hand them $50 and you get it. It don't work that way. It's a very long, it's an arduous process. It's something that is the real hallmark of a professional organization to achieve that rating. And I just wanted the entire department and the chief on down to know how very, very proud I am of this accomplishment. And it's well deserved, and protecting paradise is a very, very important job, and you guys do it every day in the most professional manner, and I'm proud of all of you, and I'm proud to be the city manager of this city. So thank you all.
At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Michael Marash. Mr. Marash is the regional director of ISO, and I will tell you, working with Mr. Marash during this process, it's been over 9 months. It was like having a baby, and the baby was born, and we're bringing it home today. Working with Mr. Marash during this process has been an incredible experience, and our department is extremely grateful for his guidance, his knowledge, and his patience. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Michael Marash.
I'd just like to take a minute to thank everybody for coming. This is a great opportunity for the citizens to see really how hard the fire department has worked all these years. I remember coming many, many years ago to the city to do a survey. Back then it was a Class 2. During that time I had mentioned that they were real close to wanting to obtain the Class 1 to work hard for it. They did. I can tell you over the many years of phone calls and conversations, and the classes I teach classes all over the country. And I can tell you, the members from Key West, they have showed up in every class I taught in the state of Florida, no matter where it was, to be so knowledgeable of every detail that we look at come the status of Class 1. So at this time, Chief, I'd like to congratulate you and your staff for very hard work done over the course of many, many years, especially over the last 9 months, to become the status of Class 1 of the ISO. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mike. Without a doubt, I need to acknowledge and say thank you to my staff. They truly deserve the credit for this accomplishment, and they have made my job at times embarrassingly easy, and that is the truth. Those individuals include Division Chief Mike Davila, Division Chief Danny Blanco, Division Chief Alan Avery, Division Chief Eddie Perez, and Administrative Specialist Molly Sawyer. I must also recognize and mention a few other individuals who, by their efforts, helped to make this day possible. Those include former Fire Chief Eddie Castro. Stand up, Chief. The late Richard Dickey Wardlow. Tim Buddha Fahey. And current City Commissioner Billy Wardlow. I can assure you that they all, each in their own way, played a part in building the foundation on which we built upon. And for that, I say thank you. I have always believed that you are only as good as the people you have around you. And I must tell you now, I have been blessed to have not good, but great people around me. And without a doubt, it has been the secret to our success. I thank you again for being such loyal and faithful friends. In addition to my administrative staff and our firefighters, I want to say thank you to Key West Police Chief Donnie Lee, Communications Supervisor Jessica Strader, I want to thank Bubba Oysterhout and his staff at the Florida Keys Aqueduct Authority. Make no mistake, we are extremely proud of our accomplishment, and this was in every sense a total team effort. I can assure you, every fire department strives to be a Class 1. But it is a huge task, and it doesn't happen overnight. Every piece of the puzzle has to fall into place. In addition to the organizations and individuals that I have already mentioned, to attain this goal, you must have the backing of the city manager and his assistants, as well as the support and trust of the mayor and the city commissioners. This is a classic example of those relationships at their best. Personally, in my heart, I always knew that we were a Class 1 department. But with today's designation, you now have tangible proof and official documentation that your fire department is among the elite, the select few, included with the best of the best. It is an honor and a privilege as the Fire Chief of the Key West Fire Department to proclaim that we are now officially a Class 1 fire department. Thank you.
Safety proud. The ISO Class 1 designation projects the image that Key West is a safe place to live and visit, which is absolutely correct. The City of Key West can proudly boast about the public safety they provide. The consequence of significant property insurance cost savings with this designation comes along with the serenity and satisfaction of knowing that we are safe. Class 1 Fire Department. The men and women of the Key West Fire Department have truly earned this designation. We have always been a Class 1 fire department in my eyes, but now we have confirmation from an independent source in the business of evaluating the competence of fire departments all over the country. Our men and women come to work every third day with the understanding that they are required to be prepared for anything, which is a daunting task. Dispatch. Thank you, Jessica. The fire dispatchers are integral to our rapid response. The response times are directly impacted by the station locations, the en-route activation, street familiarization, and just as importantly, the correct information delivered quickly, accurately, and clearly. Our dispatchers do this on a regular basis, and it shows in our exemplary response times. Thank you. I would like to thank our men and women of the Key West Fire Department, along with the FKA and the fire dispatchers who did the hard work and our administrative team who developed the documentation to show that the hard work was done well. I have to thank the mayor and commissioners and the city administrative staff who gave us the resources to achieve this goal. I would also like to thank Mr. Marash and his team at ISO for working with us and preparing for our evaluation. Future safe. Now comes the even harder job of maintaining the ISO 1 class designation. At this point, we have only one direction to go, unless of course we stay at the top, which we intend to do. We intend to provide the same level of service and even improve, so the ISO will have no choice but to affirm our rating in the next evaluation. These are numbers that were just provided to me this morning from Mr. Marash. Just so you know, they do more than 48,000 evaluations a year, communities all over the country. Of that 48,000, 178 are Class 1 fire departments. 24 in the state of Florida. That comes up to almost 1/3 of 1% of the fire departments evaluated. That's a pretty small number. Thank you very much.
Obtaining this Class 1 rating is a huge accomplishment. It would not be possible without the combined efforts of all Key West Fire Department divisions and members, especially those of the rank and file. Thank you, guys. Our EMS division has been a great addition to the department. It has increased our manpower, and they provide excellent care with outstanding response times. Our fire suppression division, which has all the necessary fire apparatus needed to obtain this classification, also have outstanding response times and maintain an ongoing training that helps us qualify for this rating. They also conduct daily engine company inspections as well as pre-plans, which not only prepare them for future responses, but also help them fund yearly training. The fire prevention division provides community risk reduction by way of plan review, life safety inspections, and life safety presentations throughout the community. Not only does fire prevention enforce NFPA life safety codes, they work and maintain on sufficient water supply for all properties within the city. The Florida Keys Aqueduct Authority has played a significant role in obtaining this rating. The fire prevention division works diligently with the FKA engineering department, including the addition and relocation of all fire hydrants, as well as all underground mains in both new and remodeled throughout the city. Water supply in the city not only plays a factor in fire prevention, it also plays a factor in fire suppression. The water supply throughout the city has increased greatly over the past 25+ years, which has increased our abilities in both prevention and suppression. Therefore, on behalf of myself and the men and women of the Key West Fire Department, I want to thank the Florida Keys Aqueduct Authority.
I'm very honored to be here today and very happy for this accomplishment. It's a special day for not only the fire department, but a special day for Key West. Just as the chief said, and assistant chiefs, this is a community that come together to support their fire department. And we did that because of your history, what you've accomplished in the past, and the trust between the city commission and the fire department.
Chief Barlow.
That's the brotherhood in the fire department. We worked together for many years. And like they've all said, this started back when Chief Castro was here. I don't think anybody even knew what the ISO was back in '86 or '84 when we had a fire at the Key Wester out there, and we started with the ISO ratings. He started building the department with the training, and we followed through, and it seems as though as you retire, you get a new class rating. Chief brought it, I believe, from a 10 to a 4 or something like that. My brother Nicky was there, came to a 3. Chief Fahey was there, myself, and we brought it to a 2 when we retired. And now Chief Braggett retired with a class 1. So Michael is going to be lucky to be here. We have no excuse but to be a number 1 because
because we're the best fire department in the nation.
Any comments?
Very briefly. This award isn't to all the people who've already been mentioned, but I think everybody knows how much I support, admire, and respect our first responders.
I'm proud to be a part of this team. Super proud. I've always known that we had a first-class department, but now we have something that actually says it. So this class one, I think, is no surprise. At no time in our history have I seen so much inter-agency and intra-agency cooperation. And I'm so proud that at this point, as Commissioner Wardlow mentioned, that this has been a sure but steady process, and I'm so glad, again, that I'm a part of the team that we make this achievement.
But in all seriousness, I want to say that I don't think that you firefighters hear enough from the residents, and I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you from the residents, that we appreciate what you do. And I don't think maybe you hear that enough, but I want to tell you, in the community, that's what I hear, and that's what I know people feel. So I want you to know that, and I don't know that you feel that or they hear that enough, but I want to say thank you for what you do on a daily basis and putting your life at risk for us. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I just wanted to second the motion here. Sam said that we've only been commissioners 6 months and already we've brought a #1 rating to the fire department.
I want to tell you, on behalf of a resident who lives in Old Town in a very small little frame house, thank you so much, because I know that if something happens, that you're going to be just minutes away and that you're going to save my property. And I want you to know as a resident, so many people feel that way, how lucky we are that we have such a wonderful fire department.
In wrapping up today's ceremony, I just want to say again that to those who are not familiar with what we do, to those who are not familiar with the process, it's important that they take a couple of minutes, step back, and just try to absorb and understand just how important, how incredible this achievement was. This happened, for me personally, this started 42 years ago. You can imagine, it doesn't happen overnight. Everybody has to do their share. I'd like to thank again those members of the community, the elected officials, the city manager staff, Ms. Burlock, Mark, city attorney, John Smith, everyone who did their part, whether it was a little bit or a huge part, thank you so much. Again, thank you. This concludes our ceremony. Thank you.